Alright guys, sorry for the shaky screen. It's a bit of a rough evening or afternoon, whatever, with the weather here, also with the road itself. But just wanted to give a bit of an update here. I'm heading on into work at one of my jobs here. Monday night, since Monday is the time period where I end the vlog periods. So Monday evening and night was actually a really good turnout. We did have some Pokemon Live Wi-Fi battles, and channel just exploded. So this week already started off a lot better. Thanks to you guys. You all have been there, joining in, having some matches and things like that. So that was a really good time. Then today here, Tuesday, it's another day getting a lot of my schoolwork done, so I feel pretty productive. So that's all in it, and a good plus here. Aside from that, I was gonna wear a different chain necklace thing with Barbara around my neck, but that, when I was putting it on, I realized that the whole fastening device was just completely gone. I don't know how that happened, but I'll just have to look into it when I get the chance to do so. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hoping this traffic just clears up as I'm heading on into work. I'm hoping that the holiday hasn't made people say, oh, I forgot to be as crazy as possible so then they want to call in on Tuesday and just make havoc. But we'll see. We'll find out what happens when I go in. Hope you all are having a good week starting off, and I'm gonna catch you all here shortly, or maybe tomorrow, and then yeah, see ya. All right, today is, what is today? Wednesday. So I am getting ready to go into my afternoon job here. It's been a eventful day doing more classwork. I'm trying to get with all of my teammates in terms of a project that we're working on. So I'm just been doing that pretty much the entire day. Got a few things already prepared for tomorrow for class and things like that, and so it's pretty much it. Nothing really big happened today. Oh no, there was something. So we are going, my other job, which does more of the home health type of thing, they actually contacted me with some opportunities for even more positions and times available and things like that. So what that actually means is the job that I currently have that I'm going into right now, I'm probably going to be having to put in my notice here, because I can do my home health a lot, which will focus towards what I'm actually working towards in healthcare. So that is something I'm going to be contemplating here and see if I need to put in that notice or not. Definitely take it from there. So catch you all later. See how this goes. All right, guys. Today is Friday, so it's another core day. But before I actually do my core workout, you guys can watch the previous vlog if you want to see how I do pretty much my core workout, which is a 30-minute set there. I did get a request from someone that actually did want to see some of my flexibility stretches as well as the V-sit reach. Now, for those of you that don't know what the V-sit reach is, it's when you're pretty much sitting down with your feet. Let me see if y'all can get a better look at that. There we go. With your feet out, stretch straight out, and you're pretty much reaching. See how far you can get in front of the legs there. So you guys from a different angle, pretty much here. Regular without, you stretch down and you reach down on the floor. So, I'll definitely, guys, go ahead and show you a couple of my some of the stretches that I actually do. One thing that, if there's a specific stretch that you're trying to work towards, my specific recommendation is to not start with that stretch itself. Reason being is because, especially something like the V-sit reach, as well as other stretches that incorporate the hips and the legs and things like that, you want to do things that's going to loosen up those muscles first before you're going to want to challenge yourself with that. Now, I'll go ahead and do a few of my stretches here. Of course, there's more stretches. There's plenty of stretches that everyone can do, but these are just a few that I do. Show you guys a few of those. So if there's any other things that you all want me to see, let me know in the comments below. I'll definitely see what I can do about trying to get those recorded. Most of the time I don't have somebody to record for me, but I'll definitely see what I can do in terms of that. So let's go ahead and get a few of these stretches out. All right, standard first step is going to be just basically elongating the spine. So you're going to stretch straight up and push up. So I know you guys can't see my hands. What I'm doing is I actually take my wrist and I actually push it higher up. So then, because you can always just simply stretch up, but then when you grab that wrist and push up, you should be able to see that my spine is even elongating a bit more here. Okay, so that is that stretch. Then you have the arm pull. So this is simple by taking one arm, stretching it across, overlapping with your other arm, and pulling it in. This is going to definitely give a good stretch on your triceps and shoulder joint. And of course, what you do on one side, you want to go ahead and do on the other. I would say, about 5-10 seconds of each stretch, depending on what you're really working towards, will definitely help you out there. The upper back stretch. So you take in, lock in, get a squat, push up. All right, so that was just the upper back. Now what we're gonna do is the lower back. So what you do here is you take one leg, cross it over the other. So right now I'm gonna take my right leg, cross it over the left, and whichever leg that you have crossed in front, that is the way you're going to turn your body. So arms up, and since I have my right in front of my left, I'm going to turn towards the right. This is a lower back stretch. And you may realize that on one side you may have a bit more flexibility, while the other you don't. So this will help you learn where you may have like a little imbalance. And if you have an imbalance, then you know what you need to work on. All right, so that's upper back. Of course, we all know that chest stretch. What you do is you just take your hands, stretch it behind you. Just reach on behind you. Sometimes if you can interlock those hands and get a good stretch on that chest. You may see some people like bending down and doing that. I don't really recommend bending down. I just say just stretch it in the back, just reach behind you. Especially if you want to work towards a V-sit reach. A few things that you want to do is you want to work towards doing similar type stretches, but before you actually do it, before you actually do the V-sit reach, you want to go ahead and do other types of stretches that will help improve that V-sit reach itself. I know I just got a few stretches in, but let me show you how well my V-sit reach is before doing any of these stretches. It's not going to be that great. So, as you can see, I'm just getting just about to my heel, just a little bit there. I definitely feel that stretch in my hamstrings. And this is 2 days after my hamstring day of my workout, so it's going to be a little bit tight anyway, so I do need to continue stretching that out. I always get muscle soreness 2 days after I do the workout. I guess some people are the day after, I'm 2 days after, so that's what usually happens with me. So what I'm going to do here is to help improve that, is I'm going to do a lot of other stretches for that. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and look at the just the bent over stretch trying to touch your toes. All right, so here we go. Just bend at the hips and come on down. So as you can see, I have my toes, I can touch my toes here. It's like a barely touch because, you know, I am just starting it out. Now, let me see if I can get a bit closer. I'm gonna go again. And now I can actually pass my toes. Definitely want to keep the legs straight. Best way you can. And for this, like I said, you know, about 5 to 10 seconds. But for, you know, certain stretches like these, you want to do them about 3 times. Now we're going to go one more time. Almost palm down here. Good. All right. Then a few other stretches here. This is something anybody can do. I got this strap here, so just a stretch strap. I think it works wonders. You can do a lot of different things with the arms and stuff like that. Get a good stretch with it, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, you don't have to buy one of these. Honestly, if you guys got an extra, you know, bed sheet or something like that, just get it really taut, pull on it, you know, just don't tear it. And you can definitely, you know, use that as a stretching material. What I use for this here is the stretch for my calves. I had patellar tendinopathy in my right knee and slightly in my left, to where there's extra strain there. So what I do are stretches to help relax the tension in there, especially before I do any of like squats and stuff like that. Because if your knees go out, you're done. So what you do with these type of stretches, and like I said, you can do this with a sheet or something like that, you just simply pull back, and as you can see, it's not going back that far. Then you just push forward while holding on, keeping tension inside of the strap or sheet, whichever you're using. Then just hold it for a few seconds, and it's not like heavy pushing. And then you just let go, and it just pulls back a little bit further. You should notice that your foot is able to come back a bit further than before, and you can improve that stretch on that calf. Now after a few seconds there, just push back out. And then relax. All right. Something else I do, especially when I had the tendinopathy here, is, now this one you might end up needing a strap for, maybe, or if you can get something to really grab onto your foot there, whichever one works for you. But I'll lean forward here you guys can see me. Pull that back. Alright. And then I simply pull on the strap, which gives a good stretch on my quads. And I got it to the point where my hips can come off the ground when I stretch it. But keeping my entire body in line. I'm not like rotating or anything like that. It's just pulling it straight up. I usually hold that one for about 20 seconds, 20 to 30, and I do about 3 sets of those. That's just a few of them that I do. Of course, there are others that you can do here, especially if you don't have a strap or something like that. What you want to do here is, for example, you can do the, I don't even know what this one is called, but I know I've done it in yoga before. So you have the regular plank that we've done, and then what you do is you raise one leg up and swing it all the way in front, but instead you go ahead and relax it down. So now you have your other leg, which is still going straight behind you. This one is hooked in front, and then you just sink into it. This is definitely giving a great stretch on those hip flexors, your hamstrings, and even on the quads. Make sure you continue to breathe as you slowly sink into it even more. Whew, feels good. So now, just a couple more stretches. Before you dive into the V-sit reach, you want to go ahead and tuck in one leg and just same side stretch out. One leg is down here. I also had an inguinal hernia before, which one thing is so interesting about that is that my inguinal hernia was on my right side, so due to the overcompensation that my left side had to do, my left side is actually tighter than my right. So I can throw a kick with my right leg easily. Throwing a kick with my left is always restrained. It's always been an interesting thing. That's why when I'm even about to do this one here, I have to force my left leg to stay down a bit more because I can stretch out and get that squared away. So those are those stretches there. Of course there's more. I mean, you have the stretches that you can pull your leg in, really get that good stretch there on the quads. But you should all know, you definitely want to do what's best for you, what you feel that your body needs the most and what you can safely do. Don't do something just because you see somebody else doing it. Do things that will help you to build your own flexibility and how that works. Now, with that, since we did get a good bit of stretches out here, now you see that I have my same placement. We should be able to see an improvement with the V-sit reach. So then from here, as you can see, I'm already beyond the heels. You might not be able to see that from this angle. Go, this might work. My foot's blocking it. I'm not going to be able to get, super beyond it. But by the time you get beyond the heels, you're going to get, I believe you're trying to get like about 5 or 6 inches, I believe. Now I'm not going to be one that's going all the way down or anything like that without my legs bending. Not myself, but I'm no gymnast either. So if y'all wanted to see my hands going beyond it, there it is. And there we are. So that's different ways that I improve on my V-sit reach. If you need the information here, or if you need anything, for those of you that know about, like I always mention ROCC and things like that, if any of you know, there's always like the National Physical Fitness Award. That was something that you get for passing all of the requirements, which one of them back at that time, this is back in like 2004 and 2005 time period, you had to have a certain percentage just to get the National Physical Fitness Award. Now, if you got a really high rank in everything, and it's also with the top 5 individuals, and you have to pass a certain threshold, including with that VSIT reach, you will get the Presidential Physical Fitness Award. And the VSIT reach was one of the hardest ones for me, but then I actually pushed myself to the point where I was able to get that. Since that point, then I did have the hernia, so that did set me back. But as you can see, I'm not held back from all the workouts that I tend to do. So hope that helps you all. I'm going to continue doing my core workout again. And yeah, if you all have any questions or requests or anything like that, send me a comment below and we'll take it from there. Catch you guys later. Alright, so I am out right now, and for those of you that were watching the live stream battles, you already saw part of this video here, but it's been the day where, today's Saturday, I'm typically doing cardio in the morning, but I was called upon to go ahead and help out with some moving, so I was like, okay, cool, we can get this taken care of real quick, knock it out within a few hours, and I can get back and do that live stream battles. But as we got into one of the stops, sorry if there's some noise in the background, but saying if there was a longer on the route when we had to stop here, we were going to pick up at the storage unit to where we can actually get some items out of it. But somebody apparently used their key inside of the lock and broke it off in there that didn't belong to them. So obviously we couldn't get in. So therefore, after thinking that we had the wrong key, and we called out a locksmith, finding out we did have the right key, another lock key piece is in there. So we're waiting for that all to get taken care of. Then we're going to continue the move in that regard. So I'm going to catch you all later, and as soon as we get this done, and then continue moving and getting everything else taken care of. Hope to see you all soon, and catch you later. So it is Sunday. So with that, of course, we already know that means it's cooking day for right now. This week we're gonna do a Caribbean rice, just from Zatarain's, but it's actually pretty good. Haven't seen it in a long time, and now it is back. So I went ahead and picked up like 11 boxes because I don't want it to be gone again, and then I can't get it. But aside from that, I'm also gonna do my family recipe for sweet corn. It's boiling right now, and then I gotta get ready to season it. Not gonna show that because that is a family recipe, so sorry. And here I'm about to also do some grilled chicken on the George Foreman. So I know last time when I was talking to you guys, well, not the last time, but the time before, I was letting you all know about cutting the chicken before you season it and stuff like that. So here's what I actually mean. So let's see if you guys can see this here. So there's this meat. See this gunk here? That's all the fat that I cut off of it. So that's gross. So make sure you get rid of the fat. You want to definitely try to stay healthy as you can. Then, in cutting up the chicken here, notice that I put slits into the meat, but it's not going all the way through. See what I'm saying? So it's not going all the way through in that regard. Then I also did the same thing on the opposite side. And then, as you can see, the seasonings that I have here, got the seasoned salt, some Cajun, some 5 Spice. You notice that some of these are also saying salt-free. Be very careful with how you do the salt, because things get salty pretty quickly. But you definitely want to season it based upon your dietary needs and your health situation. So, and for your own taste buds. So make it as healthy as you can, but also make it good. yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to season it up based on my taste. I basically replicate this for every piece of chicken that I do. That means no piece of chicken is actually the same flavor because they're not all seasoned the exact same amount. So that actually makes it a little bit interesting when you don't know which chicken piece you get. But I am gonna cut them up. I got to do this about 7 times, so it does take a bit of time, but like I said, with all the prepping and planning, then that saves you time throughout the rest of the week so you don't have to worry about doing it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this all cooked and catch you all later. And here are the results. The grilled chicken. Wonderful seasoning, got a nice darkening color to it with everything that was done. Family recipe seasoned corn. Yum, yum, yum. And the Caribbean rice, which has some pineapples and stuff like that in there. You might not be able to tell, but it does. And that's it. So, about to have me a nice dinner, but first I will actually set my meals for the rest of the week together. Then, after that, I'll eat. Catch y'all later. Everyone, so today is Monday, so I've already been to the gym as well as to class. We're at a different location here today, so had a bit more things that I had to get done in between that. So this is pretty much just a closing statement here for this week's vlog segment. I am going to get ready to start uploading this video here, editing it, getting it all together. Then I do have another assignment that I gotta try to get done before going into work. And actually for the next vlog, I'll give you all more details of that one as well, in terms of work itself. But yesterday was great. I did go out with a couple of friends there. What, yesterday? No, not yesterday. Well, Saturday night, after the streaming of the battles there, because I was called out there. But didn't want to really record any of that because didn't really talk to anybody about whether or not they wanted to be online or anything like that. So didn't want to put them out there. But aside from that, I did go ahead and went to the gym on Sunday and did my typical thing and came back and cooked, which y'all saw me cook the other day. So it was a pretty good weekend. And now I'm just trying to get things done and set up for this next week. So hope you all did enjoy this week with me. If there is anything that y'all want me to expand upon and from these past few weeks or anything like that, we can definitely have a conversation about it in one of the vlogs or something like that. But you gotta let me know in the comments below. So make sure you share, like the video, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell button so you can actually turn on the notifications so you can see when we do upload videos. We do tend to upload minimum of about 2 to 3 videos a week, so make sure you are staying tuned for those. So until the next time, guys, this is going to be the end of this vlog. Stay strong and power on.